Yeah. And the Matisse Mudi, you may be a war and cry her. Nay, him fan.
A moving pic.
Okay. Nay, they are more than.
Okay, sir, I was some 9 crib. And a launchy movement for change.
Sure.
Now, I don't know a launchy movement for change. You know, so I don't know a launchy. The trimpo and in the issue at the home. Say, I may have done Nagana for so ya don't know your mampenia. Or the baby beshe or mine. Na or mine is Cassam or mine in Puntu or mine home. Edumedi biara or the bedijuma. Na what did 2 just abreno. Na a month for Bibrisi. Oh, as some way, dear, as I said. Yetini ye na yeti ase na yeti kwachiri nti no ene sese saa de a enhihye no ne saa trimpo no a wode ato ho no obaje mre na fei Ghana fo a obia prese wo nimdie wo suahu no wo bibia wode bo o man ekankure bi yiye no wo mie kwan na wo mo anim sikasem adwadie mfiridwuma ekuyadwuma adwene ahodo ewo Ghana ha nimdi ahodo ewo Ghana ha se we party ni se wonya party ni fa wadwene so beka ho de ode atodwene na fei yempia nkwa animu na ebere no duru ho na nyame ya adom na se oman no ekuta ne nsemu a na kire se adwene a ode tu dwa no omanfo bi nso a yenso ye wo adwene yenso mu dosa na Ghana ha de enye ye na kire se ye de adwene aka abom sanse wo se ono na niso ade ho ti di entititiri a why ne se wo kontekro independent ne se on pese be kwa akoye se ode party ba ko bi efo pe na ye adwuma sanse eno no eye na momo how bebre so ewo amamuom intina ofre no National Economic Summit.
Okay.
Kire se eye enhihye na se hyiedi a sa nipa ya ye wo sa nimdi ahodo yi se we party bi ni se we Ghana ni nko na wo opepa na wo adwenepa na wo anisuade ho na wo nimde ya ye de ye oman yi be yiye no oto nsa fresh afo no bi ene dwumadi a ene ekoso ntini nyina agina ni great transformational plan no si ya cheche mu na kwa akiri na fei amanfo nso adwenfoforo a wo nso wo wo no wajidi aka ho na fei wa hye mokena.
Oh, okay.
Nti atwa nyina.
The course so ho eno. That's oto nsa frɛ like omo ewo nimdie fa omamuo ho ne sikasem ntotoye ho.
Economy,
okay.
Agriculture,
okay.
Infrastructure, tourism. In fact, the TN say the great transformational plan wa hye no into clusters. There were 15 pillars. And 15 no wa hye no into clusters. Economy, infrastructure, social services, and net the on the economic cluster.
Oh, okay.
Economic cluster.
Okay.
The cluster is 5 no, and net the no it discusses
just on economy.
Yes, some key aspects. And but at least upon no, and answer fapimoa. Say when you share ne gina ye, it was sa and she share no more naturally say, ampa when you have San say. So was say nyaso no mpo ye nyina ye de ani twofo to from what you say Ghana ye se kasa mba bi eduro no o man no adwuma ba bi eduro emfidi dwuma ba bi egina infrastructure yakwan ni railway kura de untimi mboso mpo Ghana sisi energy electricity any man do so bebre te say ye kan ye problems ha ana nasemo a ode tu dwa ode bi adwumadi na no ne se Ghana de so ko fa problem ba na so how bi ba obia ye expert se Ghana ko bobo ni eluzu a Ghana fo nyina ye coach obia betuba kire de di eluzu ye enso so da ye besa ko bobio ne ya san eluzu o se ya mamuo ne hihye na kwa bi so no e ya akoye sa
okay
enti no ni great transformational plan ni ne team pokese e kra ne se ensakraye no a ehia se ebema Ghana atumpo no ensese ye nka ensakraye nketenkete ensese ye ensakraye a eye bum na no nso de agisa uma adwenwene no ne nsusuye ne hihye no emudo so ho no eno no sa na de na nche se ye be ye growth 2% 6% no dey ade
dey say e bold
as say ye ade a etumi woso na sesa biribi na fei oman ne sikasam ne mpuntuo no eni edane na koyi nti eno nti na wato no bo ya wono ankasa na adwene ahyehye we na fei wo saage amanfo so wo pepa ne wo say nimdie no adwenkyere na ahye ne ma
okay
na nasem titu nti kura wo ye ne sei ne say wo se wo hwe Ghana politics no a eduru abato say ya obi a be hyebo bo hye ne tubi ye bebrebe amanfo kura ntumi nya adaje emusa nipa no a wo hyebo ne say na sa abo akese a wo hye yi na kwa ba so de be fa ma ade na abem wo se sesi ya no ensese Ghana fo ye adwen se ye koto aba obi ana party bi emre ye manifesto a bo hye ne ade ene ho nhihye kakra bi wom na mo mre ye plan a ekire se o hawo ni nie ye nyina ye nim na ekwan we na me fa so ana nhihye ana ekwan a me fa so ana se medi animo ma o ma na koyi eni enti nna no kra dwumadi no ye say look problems no mummy am spend time bebre and discuss problem no
because we be earning
o ka inflation economy say we Ghana hen we be a bit much
sure
o ka exchange rate instability we be a bit much o ka agriculture the high adwin we be a bit much na yaka problem na ka wie no say baby a yedro no wo say wo bedi o man kan ana wo pese Ghana for the to me sha won sa no kire yen
de obey
pan ya wo be fa so ma ya pia free ahohyehye ne ahokyere bebriba ye wo mu ekwan be na be fa so a adwuma beba ma mbabuo ne nya biaye na ankoba ne say say graduate unemployment association krampo e wo ho agriculture afie bia so a say kwadu say bayire say body o etubi bua ye hunu ba bia de be fa ebekọ kakra na ho akọ atwe na ne bo aye dendenden enhihye ben sukuu kọ enhihye ben apomuden enhihye ben ka akwan si ebenya train si ebenya akwan foforo aye fa so ede ko di akwane aba abema nti ne sa ne ma nyina no momie nkasa bebre emfa oha no ho sa oha no de onya boss wa pe obi
enim
answer no solution no ene say edi ene
no kire
ni titu no experts buy ene wo mo be nya ono nko na kasa on de obi di animo introduce you discussion
okay
experts buy na ofa ne fa no aboso how ni nie ba ko mienu na mom say eni say ne fa so ya e be sakra
and expert we munya na expert or mo part of the movement like say
not necessarily
okay
so no ne hihye no ne say na dwempo no ne say ya no Ghana okofa empuntu ho asem bia ba na be MPPNDC sefa suku ho sefa aduane ho sefa car kwan ho sefa de ana no nso no edi enya kwan bi so saade na akoso akopem se to da bia party ba ko ba bai mu no ohye dwumadie bi ase na mfa so wo so magana fo nyina akora party foforo ba ye no ono nso pese ono nso ye ne de na manfo nso hunu se ono nso san say we be start a housing project na we be wie okọ commission a omo tifie say nya ye ne start ye na no ada ne ntokwa wo say sabre no yempe kwa bi mfa so enye enhihye ya eye oman punto ne ye die enhihye ya enyina party bi nko a eso na se party se content grow obi ba so oman mu no san hihye no eda ho no na ye Ghana fo dodo no ara ana ye nyina ya dwempo ne ye de ato ho no wontimi nka se aban ba ko no ye si ha ntimi de ha de ende mento aso Ghana fo nyina ne ye de
okay
enti eye oman enkabom ane ni mpuntuo
okay
amamuo
okay
ho hihye
na odigu
Alhaji Martin ogusu a wo tu ho na moyi efre Ghana fo ya yewo nimdie adwempa opepa si emeboa na yenye san hihye no
wow that's
nice. Ankoba ne say wako yato Obama wa wini wa president afena na obi say na say unemployment ye be ne say yakwa ye be ne say kire yen
before cross answer na
waba eno ne asem no na two memma enkogina enipa woni wo mo nko aso wo mo wo party anaso wo mo ye wonamfo nko aso da bi obi wo ha no ni party bia mu
obi tima ye
enso ni medie ne su ehu na wo no ye ma no kwan kakra ebi kwa no nya politician akra da enso Ghana fo bebri wo ho saa senia ye politics ti on main politics akra na eno nso na che se nipa no nim de ne ade wo no hwere yen nti saa adwene po no nti sakra na o kan ye sakra kese because say Alan Chamatin as an independent ebe president ebetumi a change the way politics and kasa any governance cry in Ghana na em say u follow current affairs
yes
winim de akoso wo Benin enne independent president ba ko bai ofiri ho another independent president asamba na wo hwe video documentary Benin for aye within a short time
progress aba
I just say, me say Africa here, Ghana, Togo, no adru Benin. You fra hoda home. En fie we kakra bi ne me kotena ho be 3 months. Na me okoto no. E fi pa na okoto no in fact. Okoto a. And me ho video na me say leader ba ko pa. O see na adwene pi say me ma corruption kwan. Me fa obi o ye madam fo nko an o ye me party ni because say kwa me dem ye independent. Obi o woni me de omra en hye no nie. Wo ye bi aban adwuma na aban sika be ma wa e ho betichima me ne wo within a short time enti Ghana e betimi ayem na abro so betimi ayem na abro
o kan we na me kai because him say the leader of the NPP so flag bearer of the NPP ebeye ne very first public speech. You know, now omu theme ne Ghana's next chapter, selfless leadership and bold solutions for the future. Align with the Alan so HANA bold solutions for the future.
Me name the content of the original.
Okay.
But the first limitation, even before I listen to him, the first limitation I want to say we a party candidate.
Yes.
Now we say what they want to say about. Now the utu sana monwe na elements bi our party no ka say ura ha de wontime nya bold sa eti no tie wo limitation kakra o but me nyantie de opaso waka and na every time ye ne candidate no so me nyantie na no di semu bia e kire em say we ne de di kan
very first
but say wo hwa ala na or resign fi aba mu pe or ye national broadcast a whole outline of
the GTP no
before cross GTP no
okay
before so obey GTP no or resign fi aba mu pe or your national broadcast and sana obabe launch GTP no on September 25th so ahuno enti nipa no ne ye bia bra onya nye vice president onya meye president kra no ebinum kra bo no kwadu bro yes national broadcast na nipa onya meye president na wo ye national broadcast say empenyimfo say akwala onyina obeto ka no wono mabante no bisa say na ka akra ne tai ne ba ko eyesen na kire say nipa no boa no enno ye kwebinum kasa tiae
okay
enti no on kasa ni ehunu but the difference is that say we are independent. One, machira if you show back one, adwuma papa Benin. We are independent. Two, we are prepared say even one more kura no enya with immediate political friends. But what you may identify or almost say any pay but ni see her. Three, why a crado now watch them so say you have that integrity say as a political leader no or being to me in fact corruption be and I will be away there or kakra you hunu de walk naturally say ampa when you have it
okay
in the walk no ye gidi ni esom ni epiawa ampani ampa obetimi aye so for me that would be
very
initially
well.
some
very well no hinin to and yatenen kano edem agbana akwaba menu na pom te sen
obi yada nyamiase nyamiadom bibia boko said Yamako busy or constituency kakra.
Obia say honorable in waiting,
Nyamiadom, but you're complacent because target for 2024 yes benya at least 85% of the votes.
Ketu North.
Ketu North.
Voter population here saying
voter population as of NNE 63,000.
63,000.
Yes.
You are looking at anything not less than 50,000 votes.
No, not less than 50,000. And I say EC war another
limited registration.
Yeah. Hope say increase the number to about 74,000 with a limited registration. We are at least 65,000 of the votes there. We want it for President John Dramani Mahama and Edem Agbana. Ketu North constituency. Ketu North.
Charlie. Dear, congratulations once again.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Crawford almost struggle, I think 27th. Manage ya nya obi a stand dem say orphan constituency my MPP.
Sure.
But 2nd December Congress elections now they were not able to at the time na homo struggle. The two people who they claim picked the forms earlier now withdraw into the former candidate Honorable Kofi Jameshi. Debbie Onua withdraw. He was one of the people that they were looking at, but he withdrew from the race. Former constituency chairman One Awudi, he has also withdrawn from the race, and 2 other young men entered the race and are back winning. So almost struggle. They found somebody which is good for us. Now, say candidates electing young Crawford we should revise the target of 85% to about 95%. Because target now your expectations Jameshi Beba and because he has been candidate every 96 you can't take anything away from him, say at least on also name the constituency, at least some nuances of the constituency. And any calculations any research support say Jameshi Ba we are likely to cross 86, 87. But out of 1 or 2 internal issues, you're pegging over 85%.
Okay.
Now, me bought 85 A lot of people were expecting, say, it is just a wishful thinking. But me can't idea be say, name me from my student days as a student politician. I don't joke with political research. Into my primary me catch you say, on the day of the elections, say Sikabe Juma Kra, who can have a conversation be in front of the Supreme Court. Because of the Sikabe Juma Kra, I didn't have the enough resources.
I remember.
I will still win, but with a slim margin.
I remember.
It's me winning here with 1. Your research, BBI, no say 85% need a settle say benya 85. Now muko elect new candidate no afi na masanche a new research. Now no Matisa Omuvetin crowd they asked him to mention a couple of communities in the constituency on to me ambo. Now gentleman who buy get no track record in the constituency AB after the new research we are likely to revise it to 95% because Ejuma here on Obi as a parliamentary candidate there is no single week or single day I'm not doing anything in the constituency. Now yafa the constituency the way now hini into a kaya senior person. Me student politician now we're looking up to people like them even though political ideologies they are different. But also he carries money the way or approach issues are. I mean he comes to the table with a lot. Now Okasen be about the fact a vision. The same way Abia Alan divided the various sectors of the economy into 5 and all of that, My fact to note as a constituency are key sectors. And all the key sectors already must start interventions and programs are HSME from agriculture to education to skills training and employment to sports. As for sports need here, we have done lots of unprecedented things. Maseti up academy almost every football team in Ketu North. I received support from me in the past match. I've shared jerseys, close to 100 sets of jerseys, baby. And Omuya even inter schools district winning for the first time in the history of Ketu North. My supporting every single circuit. My donating 9 sets of jerseys to all the 9 circuits in Ketu North. And they say kasa yenya 85% and above. It's not just wishful thinking. Minu kasa miwia. I'm going all the way to Ketunov, Ochina, apart from all the activities. Monday, as part of my birthday, I'm celebrating here on Monday. No? Monday, I'm donating computers to basic schools in Ketunov. Now, my target is before the end of the year, every single junior high school in Ketunov should receive at least 2 computers from me, because they don't have the computers to study into. They look at what is the mouse, what is the monitor in books. And they are expected to compete with all the big schools in Accra and all the other places. I'm changing that narrative. For the first time, I'm introducing mock. So they will write mock, a preparatory test for the kids before they will write the BEC exams. Now, mini company be discussing a contracting that is less in the area of education. Your chairman said way before, many other things. Another project I may launch here 1st January 2024. The Magbana Water for All project. I want to provide 40 mechanized boreholes in the constituency.
Even before you become MP?
Yes. On the 1st of January, me commission 2. On the 1st of January, me commission 2. There are 3 that are under construction. One be the we are
proper borehole,
proper mechanized borehole. And your friend is saying, sir, old one, a proper mechanized borehole. Almost find it. And then from next week, you're going to the secondary schools. We were 4 secondary schools in Ketunov. 2 of them, it was serious issues with water. 2 of them was serious issues with water. Omu here mechanization. The other one, which is the Veta secondary school, made the machine call, but a muddy area, and so almost omu here be almost friend mud driller.
Yeah,
quite technical. So we are working on securing that kind of machines. So be our team here, those kind of machines. You can engage me. Okay. I mean, ube free my idea, but at the end of the day, no be serious interventions. And I've promised President Mahama say I will give him over 90% in Ketunov. And I want this to be a challenge to all parliamentary candidates, all MPs, all executives
of the
NDC 2024 campaign. No, it is not about say how many of us are following President Mahama around. Obiara koni constituency. Obiara adopting a branch. Let's work and give him the votes there, because Ghana for na hope back say President Mahama will come back as president of the republic. But before we need power no ejina ejumadian no krese MPP are messing up. Now MPP are by way maybe nim dia be standing on to campaign, because from economy to sports to education to health, the entire country is a mess. Now about corruption is what the entire presidency Abayete say your friend is a criminal sin, a crime scene. Obi,
the presidency.
The presidency has become a crime scene.
That's not a fair allegation.
And first, I say, because a honor, engineer, all the most of the corrupt operations.
How do you prove that?
Obi, met me start you. Mimbo bebre. Yes, starting with Galamsey.
And yet just saying
Galamsey is a committee now.
How do you say it? How do you prove it?
Just saying. How do you prove it? I say I can make reference to several cases of corruption directly related to the presidency. Am I Kennedy? I said Kennedy upon a senior member of the MPP. And you know one original catcher and say, who President Akufo-Addo? There are people at the presidency. A deputy chief of staff nimo Jessica before they were allowed to see the president. Say the presidency should take him on, because we are somebody our contesting as presidential candidate of the MPP. And yes, sir. I say so one okay. Now you see, if your friend is a crocodile, is out of the one offering. In so no be catch will say fish who are you to challenge, because the crocodile is coming from the water. Apart from that, Obi, who can say Galam say committee now almost setting as more operating from the presidency. It was under the office of the president. Okay. They announced HOMO with the video coverage as Bisuni Nano. Okay. Is that not related to the presidency? Okay, catch for seats. Any all these corruption related issues.
Yeah, but now the Charles Bisu video is still under investigation. Nothing has been proved.
President Akufo-Addo no. On be gaining a certain reputation as the corruption clearing agent. Even Cecilia Adapa, Cecilia the Pacho letter say or no person or resigning just to allow for investigations to go on. Okay, response President Akufo-Addo Dimano. Oka say, I am hopeful, I am confident, say, at the end of the investigations, no, you will be cleared.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
You are the first gentleman of the land. Your words carry power. Presidency comes with responsibility. Investigative bodies, no, there is a court issue related. Omeka said this is a prejudicial comment. Until before, people you have appointed to head investigative committees and our investigative institutions. Now they have heard such utterance from you as the president of the land. Don't you think they're compromising the investigation process? Why do you think that we have all these struggles with OSP and people are not really able to find out what is going on? It's Obi. What I'm saying here, say there is no sector of the economy MPP bet to catch say they've done better than the NDC. And then look at the taxes I come once.
Yeah, but you are saying say for the NDC to win, you still have to work.
We still have to work because Obi, politics in Africa. We can't a philosopher can say in Africa, power is not given to you, or you don't win power, or no can in a cell or say governments, opposition parties do not win elections. It is governments that lose power.
Yes.
We have to work hard. Complacency, no. Let's cut it down. We must get 57-58%. And you're possible because the entire country is crying for leadership. They are crying for change. We are crying for change. Everybody wants President Mahama back. But it's not about say there's enough team, people in the campaign team. Obian Kojini constituency. Obian adopting the company ni branch. Obian adopting constituency and award be. Now Juma, let's turn the votes there. Obi, who share your strongholds in 2020? One of the challenges is a issue of voter turnout.
Yeah.
Your voter turnout, most of the NDC strongholds now you're below the national average. Why? It is all your big man and a big woman in NDC.
Don't be following the candidate
It is
around.
not about following the candidate around. Kojiwu constituency, at the end of the day, no, your year election 2024, go to President Mahama and Eko prove say, my constituency near. This is what it was in 2020 and 2016. And this is what we have been able to turn out. I'm confident, say, it will be a one-touch victory, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is coming back.
2024.
2024. Now be. That is the only hope Ghanaians have.
Very well.
Now I will share about me. I want to win the election.
Edem Agbana.
Obi.
Me das. Merci about Obi. Ono. Yeah, so. Ono na te akwa ba saying.
Obi.
Bibi Aboko.
Anyami go so shira.
Official panso.
I think come back to you.
After elections, you share more primary, no.
Oh yeah, share back.
Oh, you've been here once?
No, not Mamba
Yeah.
But Bibi Aboko there.
Ekoye.
Oh, nyami adom. Nyami go so shira me. Na Bibi Akoye there.
Adom.
So I feel we there you be called to the bar.
Nyami adom.
Because of one team, my parliament cases in at all. Me tell my ya call pay here my hand books my hand me na the amount. No man dey back.
Nyami adom.
I say no go boys who kind.
Yeah.
Then I be Supreme Court judge. What I say? Nti nyame na ye boy empire.
Yes.
But our books in park mami.
But
we are na my beg na me smart say because
but you constituency boko there.
Obi nyame adom after primaries make I say there are a lot of things going on by the candidates and the party, but say we and Anchebian started a big nomination for city members of parliament and then you be on primaries last. So I came to this constituency to help the regional minister to ensure say you'll be winning simply because say Ushe but one of the things that's the reason the movie and that's exactly what has happened last Saturday. The number of people are city member of parliament who lost.
Yes.
And then would you compare almost or more willingly almost
sure.
Who share your number no then I think we are getting about 50 people when you combine the two.
Yes.
So plus or minus, meaning that there is a need for us to ensure say or more macano we have to explain to delegates the reason, the importance of why we believe them. Certain people need to be retained in their various constituencies to ensure we'll have a very strong your friend is saying
caucus in parliament.
Exactly. Majority in parliament. I'm of the view, and I'm very optimistic, say, come on the 7th of December, and I say, any date that the EC will set, whether the first or the second Tuesday in November, I know for a fact that Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia will be declared the president of the Republic of Ghana, and MPP will have majority in parliament.
Majority in parliament?
Oh, I know, for sure.
Yes. And no confidence like the caliber of people you've elected.
We have learned lessons at what happened in the last election.
Okay.
And I can tell you with all honesty, say, now we have left with less than about 6 or 7 constituencies.
Yes.
We are yet
outstanding.
Yeah, exactly. All these constituencies, when you look at the various candidates in the various constituencies, I can honestly tell you with all honesty, say, look, we will definitely get majority in parliament. I can tell you. Yes, I know there are some of the seats that do a NDC seats.
Yes.
A bisu oha and a J. A bisu oha a seats
and NDC.
So we are all going back to our various seats. And then sure say near a what NDC honors no ye be jumadin I know for a fact that Greater Accra we are going to work seriously to ensure say at least out of the 34 constituencies in Greater Accra we should be able to get 20 seats in Greater Accra. Oh yes. And we will get to the seat in Greater Accra. Because we are all putting, say 14.
In the you are adding 6 more.
Yes. We are all going to put our hands on deck and ensure say Greater Accra near year 2020 will not happen in 2024.
Charity begins at home. Ablekuma Central Mubetimaje.
We are going to work hard to ensure that Ablekuma Central will retain this. Will take the seat back from this.
Ablekuma Central.
Yes, we'll take the seat
NDC MP no so no enya grow no deal.
Obi. Share.
Chum papa credit the same.
Na woni mi dimpo.
NDC MP no.
Chum kwa woni mi dim.
Ablekuma Central.
Mi say chum kwa po ni mi dim.
Latif dan.
Latif. Chum kwa no.
Latif.
Latif.
Jumarof.
Ataya MP. Ana say Bukma MP. Ana say your friend is Eye MP.
There were no parties saying.
Ataya
MP.
I can now Peninama or Ninama for Mano. Let him mention one thing that since he became a more Palma.
Oh yeah, why projects be brave.
No, just give me one.
I would have 5 minutes. Me pulling the project be brave.
Fabra.
Be brave.
Fabra.
Latif our boy Juma say. I mean Latif me time. Do me time. Me Abdul Latif.
This somebody go to Ablekuma Central. And we have 7 electoral areas. Let him mention one thing that he has done in one of the electoral areas.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
Are you saying, sir, 3 years wasted?
Mr. One.
We have wasted 3 years. Is that what you're saying?
The only place you will find him is Sukura Market during attire. That's the only place you will find him.
Or socializing with him crop for
attire. So sir, Omo ye den.
Tina, who can say Mama can say? Mama can say. Election we want to go find my tire. I want to say Mama can. So when you go to any headquarters no, on my shipping ma eguo. Ubedu akano mun mataya.
The MP no ko Sukura akano mataya.
Me say call anybody from Ablekuma Central. He's called attire MP. When they get to Sukura Market, say Sukura station, Tojo station, who do out to no mataya.
Member of Parliament.
That is what he does.
But say he's bonding with the people.
Oh, Obi. We are all bonding with the people, but at the end of the day, we brought projects to the constituency. We brought development to the constituency.
He's an opposition MP.
Oh, what is Sam George? What is when they were going for their primaries?
Yes.
Well, they're not kind. Or see, as a member of parliament, I have brought more than 20 projects in my constituency. On MPP. Sam George, he sat on the radio and he said, what lobbying for Agenda 111 to a state of even lobbying for a contractor in the constituency. Sam George, MPP. Sanyo MPP.
It has Ablekuma Central.
And now you are converting Sam George to become an MPP member.
Ablekuma Central the magic.
Oh, Obi. Me see. I feel our friend for no business there why. Obi.
No say any the conference you say.
So then why do you see that's why you
because
no say it's not possible say Obi be call parliament 3 years. It's not possible to be call parliament 3 years.
Me see Obi, I won't lie to you.
3 years on your share, but how is that possible?
I'll pay for research. I'll pay for it.
Okay.
Let him go do the research. Now next week,
very well. We'll do that. Mema Chuma, I say Chuma no no constraints or no auntie. Mema Chuma yes Juma no.
So also oya usumani bi.
Ah, able ko West ara.
Who say oya usu also be o borderline also. They say also go in kakaka. They say my say no mining na me try mo hia o your friend say pastor
that's interesting.
I want to know. Oh that's me try mo hia o. Obi. Na me eye adoma.
Okay.
The president in waiting. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. Obekasa.
On the 7th, right?
7th of February. Or UPSC.
Yes.
And I know you'll be there.
Oh, yeah, we'll be there.
You definitely have to be there and listen to the president in waiting. Obi, this is somebody, anytime he make any policy statement, or he comes out with any, if any saying, statement, a problem. Mark it on the wall. Baumia statement I'll be here on Wednesday. You better come one send for about a month. That statement alone will take about a month. It will cease every discussion, every topic. The only thing we'll be talking about will be Baumia statement or kind.
Exposing the lies.
I'm telling you. But then this is bringing somebody called Mahama. Which of the Mahama?
Former President John Dramani Mahama.
The same Mahama. The same Muhammad that we know.
The same nation builder.
The same Muhammad that we know. The same the incompetent Muhammad that we know. The same Muhammad that we know say when we talk about corruption now, on one occurrence they have PhD in it. The same Muhammad. The same Muhammad catch and say where in Mama Amanaka Dompeno. It's the same Muhammad. It's the same Muhammad who students say him our UCC. E catch on say even if you vote against me, I'll prefer that you vote against me. I won't get you a job. It's the same Muhammad. It's the same Muhammad. 21 doctors, including pregnant women, Ecuador Ministry of Finance, just for clearance. Is it the same Muhammad? It's the same Muhammad. The friend is saying, Ford. OG Ford, no. It's the same Muhammad. It's the same Muhammad. Or you see a seeker. So, all the year, friend is saying, I confirm, I confirm, I come on Burkina Faso. It's the same Muhammad. I could be a dying season by this time. I could be enough. It's the same Muhammad you're talking about. I thought some now come on Mama Yariga and I say Mama Bibi. But it's the same to Muhammad. Abba. Then mean that they are taking Ghanaians for granted. They feel say we are Ghanaians, we don't know our left and right. It's the same Muhammad. This was but a different Muhammad. But it should be the same John Muhammad that we all know. That his own president doubted him. The same Muhammad. The same Muhammad.
Or doubting the same.
Oh. Yo, Kromo, I want to Airbus.
Airbus, I had
Want it. Say, one new party for Becca so. Okoto, Omukato play Airbus by now to President Mill say, I didn't know a rim. Mama, easy, man, easy.
How can easy,
onion ye into one monshum.
I don't know what sauce here.
Oh, Obi. Then they're the sauce by.
Oh, some of your sources, baby. Remember,
Obi. So it's the same Muhammad Kwani. It's the same Muhammad. Then he shouldn't there because Obi, I'm telling you, sir, whether November or December, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia
will be the next
president of the Republic of Ghana. There's no doubt about it.
Honorable Nina Nate. In fact, Nidino, and then who says Gilbert Eka.
And your international conference and
Ebenezer Gilbert Nina Nate and I'm in Kano. But I'll come back to Nano Hinin Toe. Nana, listening to colleagues, I say they don't seem to be paying attention to the force movement for change at the ERBA. Because they are still in that way of a NDC MPP. They've not really felt the movement for change presence. Unya indication from the Omokeke.
Well, sir, Hanwa ye TSCC, I'm say, MPP NDC politics no. Ye come wasem say
MY no.
Kwan bi so ansha da MY no. Em say
no ano moyi.
Idea ni hunu na hey. But before say meko ho no. Adam
Agbana.
Yes. Ka sem bia na Efa, you're a lunch Martin, I don't know, say,
okay.
Corruption from the seat of government, or I say cash for seats.
Yes.
Sansamono, nay, a program be a Ministry of Trade for a year. No more ABISA for corporate support.
Sure.
And no more say, companies are a bit to be among this level of support, no. We're a bronze partner, or more a bit to be say, we are gold.
Sure.
We are platinum kind of.
Yes, sure. Very good idea.
And party for ya be MPP for no be a go raise the issue. Say, Ora la Chamatin Akoton seats. I did public program for cash.
It came from the MPP.
Yes.
MPP for
there was a parliamentary committee inquiry on this matter.
Sure, I remember.
I don't know whether you remember.
Yes.
I follow.
And the parliamentary committee cleared Honorable Alaja Martin say 1 year bonibia. So there is no issue called cash for seats as far as corruption is concerned. Say cash for seats fufu bi wo baby a enye we dia. Then that one I don't know. But say cash for seats na eba media mu ye live TV coverage of the parliamentary committee. Honorable Chairman. And then chairman of the committee. And your car some me see ya. And from so bia and I think can we be a Honorable Alaja Martin. Untino, na me pese me clear. Sa na me hu say bia ade o kana sa na cash for seats for
ebia edu meeting because obi ukaya the president of then Millennium
Excellence
Awards.
Yes.
Obeka say sa $100,000 now almost say utuya you will have the opportunity to sit with the president. Your no president, not any the president of the Republic of Ghana.
Sure.
Meanwhile, we share table now. Packages now. The president of the Republic, any the president of the Millennium Excellence Awards at the same table. So
on one table.
I'm saying it in relation to the presidency of the Republic. Say we have a situation where before a corporate Ghana having access to sit with the president, they were required to pay $100,000.
Then
they were clear on the conditions. Say now and yet the president of the Republic and Naomuka. But again, I have said, say, without any disrespect to Mr. Sim Morton, I've known him. Menina Yejuma Bida, even though it was a short wavy. But who would want to pay $100,000 to be on a dinner table with an individual who is not the president of the Republic? It will be issues when you know every corruption case I buy in this government.
But if
possible say yes, the ministry had a good idea. Sir, fundraising, dinner, any table, all of that. Very innovative. Say obey. Say ministries no and corporate organization fundraising, even political party, dinner ball, any all of that. You can sell tables. But with this case, we are talking about the president of the Republic. President of the Republic were commercializing access to him.
But if under
if say that was a program.
My question is if under another within the context of fundraising. Yajiatum say amount for me.
This is on a big
yes,
issue.
Once
it touches somebody's reputation.
Say access to a table if they pay say your platinum sponsor or your gold sponsors near there. Now president table or your platinum table in the context of fundraising now president tell you to your platinum amount. What's wrong with that?
Obi, what was the intention of the program?
To raise funds.
What was the purpose? Call before say Obi. But just Obi some question.
Let me intervene.
Okay, Adam, I'll give you time. Okay, I'll give you time.
Let me intervene.
Nana,
you see, whatever the details of that program, what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, a whole parliamentary committee
was
sat on this matter and cleared any issues of corruption or corruption-related suspicions about that matter. So that matter was actually put to rest. So I wouldn't even have gone to it because it has to do with reputation.
Yeah.
No. Alan, as the leader of the ministry at the time. Everybody said, "Sir, oh, it was a big matter."
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I was saying
it was a very big matter.
To the president.
Media, whatever the details is, it is a fact. Say that matter had been cleared by no mean an authority than Parliament.
Okay.
Then it would be quite unacceptable, even wrong, for somebody to try and create some suspicions about corruption in that matter. There is none, because the case was dealt with
by the parliamentary committee.
Yes, and cleared and closed. Since it is not even a major issue here, I just wanted to touch it, but it looks like if you draw us into all of those details, then it means I will have to spend time.
1 minute.
And I need to go back for some more facts.
I'll defer to you on this because of.
No, but what I'm saying
obviously you are, but the American here say about issues of clearance, any clearing of corruption-related cases are from 2017. There is a certain trend. Obi, tell me a single allegation of corruption under Williams Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency. Investigations.
I think this is a diversion.
No, any diversion.
No.
Because
he'll end soon and then we come.
Because
we come back
I mean, I mentioned several other cases. That was just one of them. So tell me, since 2017, any single case of alleged corruption, Omu conducting investigation, be it parliamentary, be it presidential, whatever, Omuma directive of investigation, every year with any prosecution.
No, but if there is nothing, why should something?
Wait. Good. Obi Sabibio. See, if there was nothing,
why should something come?
Let me take one issue as an example. One very important issue as an example.
Okay.
Mami call about the visa, the Australian visa scandal, for example. Was there not an instance? Australian authorities. Is there not an instance? Australian authorities, deported Ghana phobia almost say. They came there and then they pretended and they lied that they were journalists. Was there not that instance?
Yes.
Was there not an instance? People at the sports ministry, they recruited people, took monies from them, and told them to go and represent journalists in Ghana. Was there not an occasion like that? There was an occurrence like that. It is who the investigative report who say everybody is cleared, nothing wrong happened. So who did the wrong? Did you read the minister's letter indicting his own deputy?
Very well.
Corruption here. You've lost corruption. You have lost the fight.
This specific issue, you see.
Yeah, you've cleared that specific issue.
But unfortunately, it will look like my young friend here is not convinced.
Oh, so the Australia now. Australia is right.
Once there is that linkage,
yes,
and you mentioned a specific case, and the several cases now, maybe you, the whole kind of say that one. I think I can respond because I know the facts
very well,
and it is public knowledge.
Very well.
Say, as far as this matter of cash for seats are concerned, it was public hearing.
Yes.
It was not even. It was live.
Yeah,
coverage.
live on TV. Sure.
And I was even surprised. Say, as I to say, you to be here, live public hearing, and at the end of the day, the matter was cleared by parliamentary committee. Intino on the message, whatever would have happened with the current government. That's the government's issue.
It is essentially what you're saying is that NDC need be listed instances of corruption in this administration. And my own fact has for
clearly it doesn't have any such character. I'll be to me about MPP government's corruption at that time. Of course, Alan was part and this one was specifically in his own sector.
Very well.
Very well.
Very well. Me brother Asafo send me information to back the Americans. It was a split decision by the committee.
That's what I'm coming to say.
Oh yeah, but it's still a committee decision.
There's a report. I was in parliament at that time.
That was not even enough.
Your minority report and then majority report.
I remember.
There's a minority belief, so we believe there was something
that is your belief. That is your belief.
But the majority report were cleared.
Exactly. So, and honestly,
it
is only the NDC that's a committee reporter. Then if they are not satisfied with certain issue, they will come and say they also come with their vexing of the report. But at the end of the day, when the majority of the committee So this is our report.
You kept clearing everybody.
When Alan came to the
even those caught on video, you were clearing them.
Who was caught on video?
Just miss you there, no. What happened?
Oh, David, is that the?
If you keep jumping from if it's
I said no before parliament.
Clearing everybody. I mean, you keep clearing everybody. I can't corrupt in there. But we'll make you a lot of statements that are not factual.
Okay, Edem, let's stay on course. We stay on course. Ekosiisen say higher Sempa 94.7 FM.
Okay, 1 minute.
In studio.
Eben, ni conference now one and all.
Edem Agbana.
No.
Aveji, honorable Aveji na MP.
Aveji has been a leader of the minority.
Sure.
He has been in parliament, I think, since 2004 up to now. If Edem is listing all these things, say even the constituency, or more new computer or schools
Aveji shared that.
I'm telling you.
And who you MP? When you were MP, were you able to solve all the problems? Who you MP were you able to solve all the problems?
No, for almost about 20 years in parliament.
And there's no need for you to campaign for Dr. Baumia.
20 years in parliament.
Has it been
And you are mentioning all this, you don't have
do you know how many schools
Aveji is listening to you.
Were you able to provide boreholes for all the
Aveji is listening to you.
But honorable, to be fair, one come baby, I said Aveji
challenges that we are facing.
Yes, sir. Who knocking the heads against the way
I'm rather sympathizing with it and making an appeal to people to come and support you.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 5 computers.
5 computers.
Was it 5? Maybe 5 no. But
education they own here.
He took the constituency from a certain angle. You can see visibly his projects and reason why he could survive that for 20 good years. But you see, at the end of the day, everybody comes. There are challenges, there are priorities. The number of schools he's been able to build, me sure say other MPs within that space have been able to build those schools. What I say, but so building us there's no computer in it. That is why we have after mini no laptop. It doesn't mean that those who have come before they've not done anything.
Very well. Very well. Yeah, that's it. Ekosiisen say higher Sempa FM. Now I'll come to you, my say cash for seat then you come to the main question. My main question was listening to your colleagues here, as they don't consider movement for change even in the whole equation.
It's very interesting. Say Ubia or your politics were Ghana and ne. Obey na dwen say Ghana for any agi baby a MPP government, NDC government in this Fourth Republic 32 years almost. Womadi abedru. Na Ghana for no ye ka say change no. It is when you come me offer see ka say Ghana for change. That's a change in any job, mama. It sounded very, very interesting. I was saying Ghana for now, Epe and Sakrae. That's a Sakrae, no, and then your mama. Now your mama, they don't know Sakrae. Your mama, why a vice president? Why a president? Was a president? Ni change in the way. For them,
so no say who mistakes now.
Oh, there be no different. All mistakes are no different discussion.
Okay.
But so we can say Ghana, no change no e ba no a. Mo kakra.
Okay.
Na your mama kura ne Ghana fo nyina ani da so. I am very surprised. Ani da so pa. Ghana fo ankasa. So ono aso so a politician yi. I'm sure say on your politics for the constituency by politics because who you would have parliament there. You may be a parliamentarian for a constituency, but you are in national leadership. As I say, or Tignia Ghana for 18 Cassisi say Yahuno MPP, Yahuno NDC 32 years. Alajamate no MPP all these years. And then because now Landia Nadjin said no. Say if I am still within the confines of party, me team pony me nisu adihun am pese me de boa Ghana no. Say ni say inti. Some people agree, some people don't agree. But he stepped out. And all presented na some diama Ghana for. Sakwa political competition. I don't expect to say MPP for and I say NDC for Ebegia to me say Alanche Martin Edi Sakraebi ba and I say or ye factor. Ebe no mukura say baby election no na 1% to kra we nya. Enya den. Michele o say movement Alan launch ye no. Bosome 9 na enne bosome 9 achi no. Se baby wo Ghana ha obekọ a obebo afrafranto movement din na obi nte da. You can go and check.
Madu baby
Say we check it with the ubusa at least the regional centers district centers. So multi movement be din say ya. Bosome 9 pe. Ghana for e pen sakraye bia. Enye de yetimu dada no na mom eye bibi fufuro bia. Etumi ma eni da so fufuro. What you say? And na ni da so no Alan e ka ho asem no nso no. Enye se bia o kasa wa. Nipa no onyanye vice president, onyanye president. Yankwohwe Alan Martin record as a public servant, as an ambassador, as a minister Kufuor time, as a minister Kufuor time. Minister. That is the highest. Na yanhwe adwuma and as a contribution Alan etumi de ba Ghana economic management mu and economic development the sector ho. Alan etumi abo adwuma ma ne adwuma ne sunsu anso ho eba emfaso ama not just Ghana the whole of Africa. Obi a wono tumi tena se adwene oman adwadie emfiri dwuma eni sikasam ho eden hye bi ne adwene bi betudwa Africa Union nyina tumi som Africa aban nyina tumi som sabre no kwa no 2012 was started here no na MPP ni aban mu mpo no no ankasa so no nya minister nyame na ya adom President Kufuor ba 2016 and obey minister and say adwumadi ndi wie enese ye kase one of the most important things are SC for now and the future of Africa's economic growth. Africa Continental Free Trade Area. And then the headquarters. Ghana. Alan Martin brainchild. And this will be otisa, Naso say, Monfa Ghana and Shemensa. Nametima Boa. I can tell you, say, that is not the regular politician or the promises keke and a year juma. Because you see, and nothing Alan can't say. Political parties, and a lot of politicians, yeah, the manifesto, beba. Manifesto. How much do you get out of a manifesto? Slogans, any brief statements, or say, I am talking about plan. What I say? Na plan no ka ho asem no. Ade ba ko Ghana for bebre ya dwene nko ho. Me ohini to me be woni dawuro. Na maka che ala na team nya say ya mo ni dawuro na Ghana for ntia se se obi free party mo na be ye president o. So you independent obey your president. To me, no a Ghana constitution, the my president. You am a political party. You the my individual. No. It is an individual no could free political party bim no ba. No, you're not doing say or no na constitution to me a good time. The party for Cabri Bikura on tie. This is an answer and I go for the year. MPs I want represent the party no parliament. Almost say president, yes, sir. Finance minister, he says in some adorson. What's the name good to me? Besine, when fee party. And Tino Ghana Fontias, yes, and your party, and a CSC or mine, a your president, a your minister, a your nipa, your dear Joanna Shannon Sano. Party there, almost providing machinery. And almost provided almost broad a day, and almost my president. No party bar cope MPP. President Kufuor free mobile, President Kufuor the free mobile. I will dare say, the governments of Kufuor and President Kufuor coming out of the same party. They are two different governments.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Obviously, said two different personalities.
So, but that is the whole point. Two different individuals.
Sure.
That is why it establishes my point to say, many people are worried about party, especially regarding presidency. Because president in the the subai, the way of doing things, and not the president. So free party, so free party, yenche, the track record, ne character, ne competence. Those are the principles. So seriously, you yourself have confirmed it. Intino, Maya ma enya yadwin say, oh da fe no waba. Ye nimu no. So or party. Enya party and CC or mine. President ne CC or mine. Enipa no ayede wo mo atuatu anwuma no. They are the first line for development or lack of it. Chief executives, DC, Wufa Babia, MP, Babia, District B, Akosono. I can tell you, say, the leadership and the competence of the DCE probably is about 80% or 90%. Uko Babia, District na Ankoswa, leader no. The issue now we are faced with at the national level is about leadership, individual leadership of a president. A bit to be this answer cry, a kessy no abba. Ye come myself no abba. So say it has here politics there 2 months, 3 months can be a long time.
That's true.
Say Electoral Commission for the about November, say the December. At least by 8-9 months be there. Alanchemati wo hokwan o akwanya se odine ni so ade hu to Ghana fo anim na o kire de obetumi aye na ye de yamfa to ho between President Mahama Aban any MPP Aban a Dr. Bawumia eye vice president ni yamfa to ho se ne ono abaye MPP presidential candidate na ye hwe ta three individuals no na ye ntie o mu no mu asem ni en check wo mo achievements and wo mo competence and wo mo character and sa nema no me feel say no na sabre Ghana for ye ya
ebetimi aboy as a movement because movement in political party properly so called no more encourage members be say omo enyina your constituencies be for MP omo so independent in the constituencies and amonwen be say
before I come there interestingly
okay.
Even within party context, and Crawford to be free party, we call independent.
Sure.
Party and Casa ya registered as a political party.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
And so be approach and say manageable. Na me person we call independent. We will not discourage the person. Okay. The difference is that because Alan Chamating is an independent, or the Afafanto and I am a symbol, and the yellow, and the black, near the Nigeria Shadia. Wo person who call parliamentary candidate independent want to mean fact
you the same logo
there be because I sure. Political party
sure sure
wo ba ko pe don bi ana say akoko say prior we tip bi now they call independent
okay.
Now independent adwene dey me gidi say but even beyond that what we are saying is Alan Chamatin's focus is because the Constitution of Ghana give that executive power to the president. That is the focus. Because if you have the right person in that seat, I can tell you, say, a nipa omunya politicians, omunim say we dey, we free MPP, we free NDC, they will be encouraged. Or be prepared, say, idea opening, me wo expertise we area ha. So opa, we am a deputy minister, we am minister, meet him up wow. It will unearth and expose so much resource and talent. Partisan politics, I can't share. If you know what I'm saying, you imagine say the party name idea, politics there. Me man who cry. Party primaries, police station here to aba, electoral area here to aba, constituency here to aba, executives, region here to aba, executives, national here to aba, executives, and son aba parliamentary candidate here to aba, and son aba presidential here to aba. And Niama it is actually destroying our democracy. Abraham General Secretary of MPP 2008, 2007, 2008, 17 top names of the party pass on the contest. Me catch executive say, "Hey, I dey we there. Me nyini say be boy." Because ebema and tokano kra no ayeshi. And na edi enko na she president who are 17. Amafo kra be maye edi money. Well, it went through. Up to today, it has been a mark.
Sure.
A smudge on the sheet for MPP. Benin say party be a pese. 17 contestants contesting of presidential candidate. So, and you know, partisan politics, no, yeah, can you problems? No, nobody is saying say multi-party democracy, and yeah, but institutional arrangement be a you know, a do baby out to say no, baby at the end corner, as I say, change be back at the national level, at the political level, at the electoral level, at the voting level. Of course, you get to here education because Obia or MPP or NDC ni. And just a party here, man. War woman, a man. It is a cotton has in a ball.
Yeah.
Football with team in your man. And no say, yeah, can I say? And say politics, a quiet to say, cotton has because we're dear. If I want Casawa life, Woma, Wodanano. Da chinchirima because when you're football where your politics are obi bekuta power and fear nine
sure
nyame ya na doma na amanfo peninsula and fear nwotwe na se ekochia na se eho ne namo a na che se asemo ba nti leadership eno ni asemo no
very well
nti asema chamaten alan Canada. Very simple and very straightforward.
And you are saying that the other political parties should begin to wake up to that reality.
Well, Senator, they mean to me, I cannot tell them to wake up to it. I'm sure say, as we move along, or no, say, one more thing, every time I saw me to me, they should change that. They see the ego show.
Yeah.
And any Ghana for Casa, and the Asian some Mark. Say will be any how Ghana to be actually no MPP for NDC for there be just be on no I say one day what year papa and po one more tea no the course income want to be catch us with there be nan saying amount for e be no personally so and cano I want enti say a pen sakraya I don't see your mama Asansa Krayano. I don't see Baumia Asansa Krayano. There be it has to be changed with evidence to say Nipa were show in the past to say ultimately new initiatives we are giving the chance this initiative can bring a quantum change in economy, in governance, and in the future and the fortunes of your country.
We say, Obi, please kindly correct Nano Hininto about the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. It is never the brainchild of Alan Chematin. It was first agreed and signed in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia in 2012. Movement for Change communicators should stop appropriating Africa's project for Alan.
Nipano.
Nanampun Sabedi.
Onye well informed. The fact Uncle check AU headquarters Addis Ababa.
Okay.
Who proposed the first document for AU to undertake this assignment with the United Nations support? It was Alan Chamatin. And this was ni more nkasa. Addis Ababa AU headquarters no. This 2012 no can. Anything I'm catching say time when Alan started his project in 17.
No, don't put my
MPP nearby. He was not the minister. That was when he was working with the AU, with United Nations support. What I say? And you know, also go check it.
Very well. Adam, any honorable. It seems moon waking up still to the reality of the movement for change. I say you are still in that bubble, that NDC MPP bubble. And Shana bibi ebe hetemono munyanhu yo edemagbana.
Well, Obi, the biameka say in politics there, and say obe downplay any factor, and you don't underrate Obia. Oko UK, omoko to Brexit.
Yeah,
it appeared like a magic.
Exactly,
because they were not expecting.
Yeah,
Nemo. Me say a realist. We share the current political dispensation a yewa Ghana CCR. Practically, no, elections are between the NDC and the NPP based on 2 or 3 factors. Number one, the structures
of those parties.
It is only the NDC and the NPP as political parties are almost the structures at the various polling stations, because say koto aba ene in general elections uko ebia fanyi akpatume in my constituency. There may be one or two people there because they follow news and others they will hear about movement for change. But nipa as I say obe engineer the strategic your friend is plan. How do we bring the people out to vote? Message Ben Ayedi come out
polling station executives.
Yeah, from branch executives. It is only the NDC and the MPP that has it. I believe that Alan is a fine gentleman. But all the challenges I face is here no. Challenges I face is here. The mess now you can't want some here no. There is no way you can talk about it. You won't take Alan out.
Okay, like you would take Alan out rather.
I mean, your part. Because okay, I say in 2017, announced the economic management team no. Now can
the fantastic economic management.
Say what a solid team.
Yeah, what a fantastic team.
What a now all the beautiful adjectives. And they say Alan at the time of Oka committee no one koka on bibia amayete say he was just a member of the committee on paper and that his decisions or his ideas were not put to use until time I resign here. And say it is just like me I see Alan like say individual and as a person at least or no unlike Dr. Baumia he has said a lot of things that will fact check here many are lies. Unlike Dr. Baumia, who has gained a reputation of telling lies, making juicy promises that are never fulfilled and all of that. For Alan, you may not have many of those issues with him, but I don't see how Alan will make an impact in the election. But me focus on my party. Instead of me buy me opportunity. Me use it time no advice say me party for say let's focus and work hard because the Ekosiisen the only thing that can stop the NDC from winning the election is ourselves. The only thing.
Complacency.
And I'm say the only thing that can stop us
from
winning there because even God is in favor of the NDC winning. Obi, what is happening in Ghana now? And yes, we are not sure. Obi's a question about movement for change, new force. We have seen it before. Okay, I say, Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndumeba here from the first time now. I said the way our Juma company spread all around Juma, people were expecting him to, to do so well. But we saw the results when he was with CPP. We saw the result even with PPP. So I am not expecting say the movement for change, making any significant impacts. But there is something you can't take away from the movement for change. It is the fact say. For whatever reason, the few noble men in the MPP, they are the ones that are resigning from the MPP to join the movement for change. That is the only thing I don't take away from them. The few men, you respect you, almost at least, they have integrity. They are the people that are leaving the MPP to join the movement for change. That you can't take away from them. Into almost free or no, I'm a MPP, a kind of political party here, you don't even see the direction, but we'll go into the issues. Obi, we are not complacent as NDC, and we are not underrating anyone. But if there is anybody that the movement of change can beat in the election and have more votes than, then it is Dr. Baumia and the MPP. But NDC, the majority now here to win the elections in 2024 December 7th. Then him say, that is why we have to work hard. Another reason why we have to work hard is say, Obi, we don't like talking about this. It's a bitter truth. Me county MPP machinery into 2024 elections. I add the Electoral Commission. How? Obi, omo attitude, omo utterances, any the way omo conduct omo they behave like an extension of the MPP's elections directorate.
How?
Obi, when him say, Emrana Yediye Juma, which is the 1992 constitution, it is against the appointment of partisan people into the Electoral Commission. Now the gentleman now more appointed recently from University of Energy and Natural UNE, he was a communications team member of the MPP. Even when we produce videos of gentlemen who call radio so our defending MPP or MPP attire or your Tescon, your friend is a patron, the government still refused. They went ahead to approve him as a member of the Electoral Commission. How do you refer to such a person as an independent mind? Obi mi madam for me former lecturer, Dr. Bosman Asari. Bosman Asari, he appointed in 2017, sending a text message, congratulating, and in that message, because we were very good friends, Mika say, I hope and I pray, say, you will work diligently. But some of the utterances, then now you referee, two parties, they are going out to meet in our radio, so I can say one of the parties is dangerous to the democracy of this country. What is the implication of such statements? No, meaning no in Legon.
But why do you say that and leave out the context within which?
And yeah, about the contest, Obi, it is not about contest. Who say positions be or it gives you a certain responsibility. I say, oh, you're careful even with your emotional intelligence. You must be careful with utterances. So no matter how we annoy your friend is saying J Mensa, no matter how NDC you annoy J Mensa, no, so because NDC is dangerous to the democracy of this country, what is that statement supposed to mean?
But why do you deliberately annoy
we
them?
Don't deliberately. Who Kaisa interview now? We raised issues, but the American has said, Obi, you have to be fair and independent. Okay. I count the Electoral Commission as an extension of the MPP's elections directorate. So we have to work hard as a party. Now you're protecting your votes. Now you're protecting the process. Now you're making sure already know they have started singing and now more rehearsing certain choruses about Reagan. A kind of topic issue about the dates for elections. Yeah, in the NDC.
But how is that? How is that something you do to Rick?
Obi, yeah, in the NDC, we have said, sir, we are not in support of any change of dates. Let's go and
this
vote.
Year.
Let's go and vote in this. We are approaching 2024 elections. Let's go and vote on December 7th. Apart from that, Obi, what here is for justification? Come about not enough time for transition and all of that and all of that. Obi, what is the role of the Electoral Commission?
To supervise elections and declare results.
Which part of the constitution or responsibilities account was almost supervising transition period?
It is not there.
It is not there. So why are they creating with all the problems the Electoral Commission in this country? No, and then reforms some person introduce things that are not related to your responsibilities. Yeah, na party no. You say you having your elections when 7 December. That is what is there. What is this rush? Trying to change it. After you want to change it from closing time from 5 p.m. to 3 p.m. Abraham who conduct even district assembly elections, district assembly elections. A smaller unit. A bimukra 5 polling stations, 2 polling stations. Who to me managing the year. Okay. Some of them could not vote on the day. A bimu materials, vote electoral materials. Arrive after 2 p.m. After also be closing polls at 3 p.m. So the EC should focus on how to deliver on their mandate. No munja issues of transition. As a political party, we have said, we are voting on December 7th, and that is final. We will not allow the Electoral Commission to change it.
You have put out your argument. It cannot be final.
The
EC has that final authority, not the political party.
You see, Obi, we have expressed your position on the matter.
Sure.
Don't find a solution for a problem that is not there.
Okay.
They should focus on delivering on their mandate,
which is to run free, fair, and transparent elections.
Because as we speak today, EC is suffering from integrity deficit. Because issues of independence, utterances, conduct, certain things are and they continue to do Obi. These people don't show they want to be truly independent. They should focus on that.
Me that's hear them. Mamintie Honorable Nina Nate. Honorable, the reality of movement for change, more in the MPP, you've not woken up to that.
Obi. To be honest and sincere with you, party, Edinipa,
sure,
Edidom, NAA. When it comes to presidential and parliamentary election, the results of presidential is different for parliamentary. So, the presidential election, no, 50+1.
Sure.
But with the parliamentary, no,
first past the post.
Yes. So, numbers no here. In as much say, you mu bi wo ho a ye nyaaya anka Alanchemantin any nim call will not go out to say omaye we omati omuhono. We also believe say yes, in every organization, in every institution, no, there are challenges. FM. So this is a challenge that every party member have decided and determined, say, irrespective of the decision taken by Honorable Alanchemantin and in Crawford, we still have to hold on to what we have and work hard and ensure so we get people to come on board and make sure that come on the 7th of December or November, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will be declared a winner. Obi, to be honest, elections and Nainito has been a general secretary of the party before, and on the structure of how election is being conducted in this country. And say them kind, Ubeko election, presidential election, as an independent candidate. We are talking about 275 constituency. We are talking about almost about 300,000 polling stations.
Over 30,000 polling stations.
39,000 polling stations.
Yeah.
So you can see how structures need to be put in place. Obi, I stand to be corrected, and Nana is here. So far as I'm concerned, when they started their movement for change, I've seen only 4 people who are very active in the group and all the things that they are. Yes.
4.
Allah himself, YB,
yes.
Nano Inito,
yes.
and Hobson.
And Hobson, Nipa 4.
Yes.
And so I'm on
these are the only people
front-facing people.
No, because these are the only 4 people.
Behind the scenes, for a year, Jumano.
I don't come on. No, because these are the only 4 people. I'm saying this because when you are looking at even at the constituency level, working at the constituency level is not easy. Now, about the national aspect of it. So, if you have only 4 people managing a whole campaigner, it tells you how it is. Yes, as I said, no, I wish, say, Mbanesa. But to be honest with you, me who here, and I stand to be corrected, and the Chumuha, it can be part of the research no. Percentage and independent Serbia, we are running election in this country, 5%.
No. On
Obianya 5%. Even those that are running as parliamentary independent candidates, no, it's as a result of division in either in NDC or division in NPP in that constituency, and it makes that person sail through. Upa, check all those that are independent candidates from 1992 till date. They are from a political party. No matter, and it's because of how the people are strong in their constituency, the people give them the mandate. So, and the apathy now is setting in the constituency, any constituency for no ebiswa or more they are fed up with the MP at that time, who won't say the constituency join hands with the party for so they are upset, join hands with their friends, the community, and gives the person the mandate. Share at any given time, and there's no independent candidate member of parliament. I work out twice. There's no independent candidate.
Yeah.
I work out twice. Work out as the same independent candidate, because the first one is as a result of something.
Okwa joining the party.
Joining the party, because we just say we go back. So let me give one example. Our first deputy speaker, Joe Wise. Yes. That was in 2008. When he was not happy no call independent no when we want a win here no when he went back to his party. Another example Ekosiisen, former deputy general secretary of the NDC, or call independent wanya he went back to his party. In fact onu ko there okonana could do party nso wanya and then oba back to the party. So it tells you say the party foundation no more stronger than your independent base now. So for me, I think say yes, they have taken their decision. They have decided to go around, but as me, my advice to them is it's not too late for them to come back home.
Amunsaimra back to the NPP. And you later on.
The way the NDC are
alternative policy ideas.
The way the NDC are happy about it. No?
We are not. We say matter. No. With or without them.
It's not too late because Obi, it is not easy to run a general election
campaign.
But Alan says he's able.
It is not easy to run a general election campaign. Obi, we are
the last CDD survey, you know. Now you needed $100 million to run a successful presidential campaign.
Obi, apart from the money, Obi, apart from the money, human resource is also very important.
Sure.
We are talking about 39,000 polling agents.
And polling station be 2 people.
I'm telling you.
And you are looking at almost 80,000.
80,000.
They are able to do
more.
The caliber of people like.
Oh yeah.
You see,
Oh no, that's all. I'm on the ground.
Hobson is a force. I mean, I'm happy he has left NPP. I know he's listening.
I'm saying, say, it is not too late.
Oh,
if you need fee.
The only home for Hobson should be NDC to come.
Why you want to?
Oh, he can. If he comes, I'll be happy.
Obi, then you see, and then, and I always ask myself, so Obi, in this country of ours, no, we always ask ourselves, say, the only question they be maybe Sammy who said, "Niye be biano," and many ho. So that when is the time? When shall bring to be on warrior?
Okay.
So a many swan. When is the time? In 2006, the Europa Eco Parliament, and I'm a boy. Emma Yagi Obimboa. Confront their court. I'm a court, I shall say. This is implementing. Anytime you see maybe move of it, if it's party A or Etia, if it's party B, Etia. Obi. Yes. And yet, you see, and determine the transition way period of the but it's a responsibility of the YC. So obey an election. And he's telling you, say, if you want me to run an election now, this is what I go through. Me too on the 7th. I have 21 days if there's a runoff. So possibly it's 28. After 28, no, you have only 7 days to announce 9 days for the the swearing of a president. And yet it says so adding
Yes.
So for us we believe say Sankayen and listen, I think this week I listened to Kabila giving details about this your friend is saying
proposal.
And you see, people have I me who obi post and saying say Omun Jim Tum because who MPP is going to lose the SDA's vote. I know an SDA near NDC. But when you start doing, you see, in this country, one of the problems is the partisan nature. I say BBM. Idea about benefit here. We always talk about it. Aqua Parliament, I do third reading, Ambasso, and the YC is revisiting it and saying, say, and YC said, this is a proposal. Go and discuss with your party. And I listened to Kabila. And meanwhile, the NDC came out and gave a contrary things that they discussed at IPAC. So you ask yourself, Mumu Kwak say, Mumu Basu say. That is why the same thing to me, parody. And the last time I was saying, Obi say Aruna, and then Mutaka, or you only any nation or Mupamu. So I'm going to actually. Obi, they paraded members of parliament, they at the parliament. See a room. And they march. Now say Akwaya, your friend is saying, only Mataja Mr. Kosa.
Yeah.
Akwake say,
yeah.
Omuko, your friend is saying, from parliament to Yisi. Nyami no found etra came. No, on to me. All because you have been deceived by the NDC, by the original secretary, now the national chairman, and your president candidate. Say you have won the election. Now you go to court, produce the evidence. After Yamamu, your friend say, Tea Yamamu biscuit. Then I see the court came back and said, no, we did not go to your friend the court to annul the results, but rather you can say you compare clarification. You went there without even your friend say having a PC. You don't have anything, and you are running 2 elections. NDC cannot even collect their results, and then you end up by saying a different thing altogether. Today you come here again and talk about Yisi say, and Yisi say, and Obi, that bang.
Okay.
That bang. Then you raise the issue of your friend is saying, Boss Masanti. Asari.
Yes.
Any your friend is saying, Obi. Alete Jokos. So social commentator,
yes.
Say ene Nyamiya Adom, Nyami Subeya Adom on the 7th of January 2024. 2025. Na Dr. Mahmoud Baomi Abonidin. As Yisi chair, how are you going to describe him? Is he a social communicator or a former national chairman of the NDC? Obi, you go to the Electoral Commission.
So, or a politically exposed.
Obi, go is Jeremy Santuaba. Recently, when the NDC were having their meeting, didn't they go invite Afarijan?
Yes.
As
a resource person.
As a resource person.
Or your former.
Or a resource person.
Or your former ECNA.
Only say the same perception that the same perception that I personally also have.
Okay.
During the NDC administration, NDC. The same perception I also have. Say, your friend Saloto say, NDC. Look, go to the Electoral Commission. From the head to toe, even the cleaner there, they all have a political affiliation.
Okay.
So you have a word me to say.
That's all we have.
We say
everybody have a political. So far as I'm not saying that.
Movement for change. It doesn't mean say or political party. I don't move to a political party.
So your
examples. Say where you vote. The fact say
okay. I think we now make him a point.
Everybody have a political affiliation.
Very well.
So Ekosiisen is the same.
Was Manasa Omunina Omu MPP for? No, no,
I'm
admit it.
Obi.
Amadou. Yeah.
Say then. Me say Obi what used to be Atuaba.
Me say what admit it.
Very well.
Upa. Make a passionate appeal to the president. Say only James don't file Lordina court now. We still win the election.
Oh, very well. Me that say. Ma Nana me ba cho Simami me I'm sorry. Yeah. Mama mintie Nana.
About Electoral Commission.
Yes.
Any changes?
Change of date.
Sure. Nansem say I'm for a bit concerned about Electoral Commission attitude. Okay. First thing, any indelible ink asem. Obia nka asem menyu adwuma. Na why wouldn't the sensitivity of some of these things, especially in an election year? And so what person major changes at TC at least your public education up on the IPAC or media or na before see election year no. Ebi another work no. Enya ne boni mo. But because of some mistrust no, the MPP NDC. Eno na ede oman yi ekọ baabi a alanche matin yi mu binum kase for once Ghana for mommy ani mra ye ho so ne enyai party ba wini a ana se party bi nkrofo enya o masem a se ne Ghana for be dey ya dwene ti say party ne de na enko ye for once ye mfa platform bi a enye partisan ne mfa create ekwan bi mfa so say ye election say ye economy say ye development ne mfa nhwe ho assemble quickly na mpesa meka about say Alanche Martin, member of the economic management team. I don't know how John Mahama is also going to extricate himself from his own previous government. And whatever had gone wrong
from our records.
Sir, baby, it didn't start 4 years ago or 8 years ago. MPP take you over from John Mahama. No? I think we were somewhere. And near money be a problem, John Mahama time. MPP has not been able to solve all of them. It is obia ba. Yan a record. Na on can ye or be ya fufuro di achire yen. I don't know me say. As far as I'm concerned, I don't see anything in it, John Mahama at the brain.
Well.
Beyond that, say Obi economic management team member. Now Obi economic management team chairman. I can tell you, say, there is a huge difference between the position of a vice president and the position of a minister.
A minister.
So wofa team bia omako bobo kra no mu lose team no to me lose wa. Ye to me fan nipa ba akubi mienu bi wo team to me bomb abaso ka say team no lose na player we say
kudus ya there.
So meba entino if you have a structure, a governance structure, administrative structure, a management structure, now the buck stops somewhere. Where the buck stops,
So Baumia is the problem. Okay.
Dr. Baumia is chairman of a team.
He is the problem.
I'm not saying he is, but that is where the buck stops. That's where the buck stops.
That's my own conclusion.
Alan's star performance. President Akufo-Addo ankasa edi ho dance here. NDC for edi ho dance here. MPP for edi ho dance here. Entino so obi sa onyanye vice president. Onyanye president. Na o catch them say made the new direction abre omanya. I think the evidence speaks for itself, as the lawyers will say.
Res ipsa locator. Ekosiisen is the higher empire.
Concluding remarks. We say your emissions levy no.
Yes.
It has been the main proponent. Dr. Baumia, head of the chairman of the economic management team.
So, would there be Baumia?